Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Camila Rose. And we are going to be getting into the eclipse energy. These are going to be quick readings for my 6 signs that I like to cover on this channel. And we're going to just be taking a look to see what's going to go on for the eclipse, what's coming in. So, since this is an eclipse on the 25th in Libra, we're going to start with Libra, and then we'll work our way down through our usual folks. So, Libra, hello, how are you doing? I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful month of March. I hope you're excited about maybe some changes coming in, some shifts happening. Let's take a look and see. Oh, goodness. Okay. Your main card. Love it. Page of Wands. Okay. So we're starting off strong, in my opinion, at least. Page of Wands is saying that it's time that you may be starting some new adventures in the sense of getting your life back, feeling alive again, feeling that fire, that energy of anticipation, of joy. Ooh, we have the Lovers. Okay. So you're starting this new path. It's towards something that's very much related to what your overall life purpose is, life goal, what it is and who you truly want to be, no longer compromising yourself in order to be what other people are expecting of you or to meet other people's expectations. This is really, we love Lovers energy is Gemini. It is about expanding the mind. So as I always say, are you the angel? Are you Adam? Are you Eve? Are you taking a very high view of the situation? Are you taking a very esoteric, trusting your intuition, magical route? Are you going to be very practical, very grounded? And so either one of these paths can be the path forward for you. They all can lead to areas of imbalance or unhealthy ways of viewing things, which is the Devil, which is the card that's above or after the Lovers card, number 15. That's when you add together comes down to 6, which is what the Lovers is. And so it is all about finding that balance, figuring out your path for yourself and really being who you are. Part of that is getting that spark back in your life. It is also about opening up your heart, being able to accept a cup, being able to say, let me look and see what this fish, this wisdom, this emotional depth has for me. And apparently, if you are open to a relationship, Libra, this is giving very much relationship vibes. We either have we have the Lovers, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Two of Cups partnership, new partners coming in, new relationships starting. If you are not interested in, or you are already partnered, this could very much be a creative partnership and emotionally intense partnership. So one that is very emotionally fulfilling. Let's get your outcome. Oh, that was easy. Okay, 6. So we have a lot of 6 energy. We love 6 energy. 6 energy is all about beauty. So this is very much in your realm. My Venus ruled Libras. So the beauty of finding your own path, the beauty of opening up to love, the beauty of finding peace inwardly. So this, and I kind of love this because we have the Page of Wands who's facing this way, heading off into a new adventure. We have the Page of Cups who's looking at their new fish companion in their cup and coming together with other people. And then we have these individuals on this boat leaving this situation. This eclipse is all about getting your spark of life back in order to help you mentally get from a space where you were feeling maybe doubtful of yourself. Maybe you were, like I mentioned, compromising who you felt like you really needed to be in order to please others or to meet others' expectations, where you may have been settling in your partnerships or your relationships and just not feeling like you were really in tune in the way that you wanted to be. It's about moving to a better situation mentally in order to live a more fulfilling life. It's very new energy. It's very young energy. So this will be a time of a lot of freeness, youth, joy, happiness, exploration, fun. Go out and have a good time. Go out and enjoy yourself. And I know that for a lot of people, that's not the information they're going to pass out for eclipses, but this is the point of doing personal readings or readings specifically for a sign, because you have to work with your energy. No one else is going to be in your life. No one else else is living your path. And if you make decisions, if you make actions and base that off of other people, you're not living for yourself. You're not following your own path. And so you're already heading down the road to go meet the devil, where you're going to have to go and look at, what are these unhealthy habits that I have picked up? What are these things and compromises that I have been making? Where do I feel chained and trapped? When you feel chained and trapped, because instead of saying, what's my path forward? What do I need to be doing? You're saying, well, what is everyone else saying? It is the whole purpose of the North Node in Aries, the South Node in Libra. It is the whole purpose of these eclipses, which are to shift that energy around so that you break that tie, that feeling of debt that you have towards needing to keep the peace, keep the harmony through compromising your own desires, your own will, your own life. Okay, so we're getting that back. I love that. I think that is fantastic. I think it's beautiful. I want to pull as you all know, y'all know I love my talisman oracle. So let's pull a talisman oracle and see what we get for that. All right, Libras have, finding love. I'm telling you, that's why I was like, this is like very much giving love readings. If you're in a partnership, it doesn't mean that you won't find love or anything like that. If you're wanting a deeper connection, this can bring in a deeper connection, because they'll know you. They'll actually get to know you, and I'm not saying that Libras have a facade. I'm a Libra, but we are very much able to read other people. And because we can read other people, we know what they want. We know what they're looking for. We understand what their projection is of what will bring them joy and happiness. We will give them that in order to bring them balance. But sometimes that throws us off balance because we're changing and shifting. And so coming back to yourself allows for your love to deepen. Okay, let's read through Finding Love. A pure conscious connection is awaiting you. This card doesn't always represent instant chemistry in an intimate relationship. It could also represent a nourishing platonic bond based on honesty and mutual appreciation. As this card also means finding your true soulmate, be on the lookout, as serendipity can bring an inevitable shift in the air that can form a spark in your love life. A stable and fulfilling connection built on trust and respect can make you fascinated with your other half, but moreover, it helps you reconnect with your true self. It's all we've been talking about, Libra. Talisman power. The seahorse is mate for life. Meditate with this card when you want to strengthen your relationship with your beloved. If you are single, you can also use this card to find a companion who understands and encourages you. Be cautious not to use this card for a relationship that ignites a fire that burns everything in its way. True love does not make you second guess your honesty, loyalty, or your self-worth. Believe in the magic because it's here for you. And your affirmation is, I embody love. I love this. Wonderful. Yay for my Libras. Okay, let's move on to our Leos. Hello, Leos. How have you been doing? I hope you have been having a wonderful March and really enjoying this spring weather that's starting up, which feels like it's really not, because up north in the United States, at least, people are still getting snowstorms and things like that. So, eek, but it's a good time. It's a good time. It's good energy. Good big shifts are underway if you are willing to be courageous enough to do what you desire and not to compromise to meet others' expectations. So let's see what we have going on for our Leos. What's the main card for Leos for this eclipse? Ooh, the star. Love that. That's your wonderful oppositional star sign. Aquarius's card. Aquarius energy is very active. There's a lot going on in Aquarius. We've got the Pluto in Aquarius. A lot of things have moved out of Aquarius already. But we have, because of that Pluto, and that if you were born with a Pluto in Scorpio, you will be encountering your Pluto square, which happens around 38 to 45, where you'll be going through that like transition that's going on of kind of coming back to this crisis. It's pretty much your midlife crisis. So right now, getting really clear about hopes, dreams, fantasies, the things that you'd like to see come to fruition, finding that balance of your life. Ooh, you're working hard, okay, probably putting things in action, putting things in place to achieve this dream, to find this new beginning, to have hope for the future. And you're like, all right, it's taking a bit of work. Let's see what else we get. Ace of Pentacles, you may start a new job. You may come across some money. Oh my, okay, we got a Three of Swords. We'll probably pull a clarifier for this Three of Swords. You may be starting a new job. You may be starting a side hustle. You may be, if there's part of your maybe vision that you see for yourself of the future, and the dream and the hopes you'd like for that, there may be another path for you that you'd really like to take. Or this may just be that if you were in a stressful situation where you had too much going on, you get an opportunity that comes in that allows you a bit of a break there, a little bit of ease, a little bit of income increase. Now, Three of Swords, learning a lesson from the things that haven't worked out before us. Clarify for the Three of Swords. Three of Swords and how interesting. Three of Swords and Three of Cups. Okay. So I believe that if you have learned the lesson about the things that, you know, the responsibilities you pick up, about what it truly means for you to find this joy and this happiness, you will understand how it is to actually create connections, to find partnerships and friendships, family, and build that in a way where you are able to actually find that joy, find that peace, have celebrations, as opposed to experiencing heartache and heartbreak. That you will not be able to avoid things not working out, but you will be able to learn and apply the lessons so that when you're emotionally processing these experiences, you're still able to move forward. You're still able to smile and laugh and come together. And that sometimes that's the greatest gift and response that we can have to a harrowing or a traumatic experience, is to be able to laugh. Interesting. So your outcome card is the Four of Cups in reverse. So with Four of Cups in reverse, we're looking at, there are some offers that may come in. Perhaps there are some, especially some emotional offers, perhaps a friendship or a relationship or a partnership in some way that you may not take. You may not take this new offer. I don't believe it'll be connected to this. We'll do a clarifier for the, okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe it's connected to this new job opportunity or this like path that you're on towards hope and towards your dreams. I believe that it's something more related to this learning that lesson. And in learning that lesson, you understand that, like, yes, while I need to make some changes as far as maybe my finances or my hobbies or things like that, what I put my time and effort into, what I find to be valuable, I understand that I can't just accept every offer that comes in. I need to be more mindful. I need to be more discerning in the connections and the partnerships that I accept. And part of that is learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your path, learning to trust your intuition, and figuring out how to trust other people, growing and learning so that way, like the true lesson of, okay, there's going to be people who maybe are dishonest with me or maybe treat me poorly. And I don't need to maintain those connections. I need to find the people that I have joy and support with. And sometimes we go through things and relationships will go through highs and lows, but can you get back to this space? Can you truly get back to a Three of Cups? Because if you can't, then why would you keep accepting cups that lead you down the same path? Why would you accept cups that feel like perhaps a Three of Cups but lead you to a Three of Swords situation? Trust yourself and know your path forward. Get clear on what it means to feel joy and happiness and hope, and then use that as your like North Star. You have the star. It's your North Star. You are, through the lessons that you have learned, been able to heighten and to become more clear on how to navigate these connections and how to move forward. So use that wisdom, okay? All right, let's pull Leo's Oracle card. Change. I feel like I get change a lot, but I think people are going through a lot of change. Change. Okay. New experiences will bring excitement to your life. You will be taking a risk. I always love to pull these up. Okay. You will be taking a risk or unknown step forward, but listen to your intuition, yes, and follow the process of change. The chameleon feels no need to rush. The best opportunity lies ahead waiting for you. Don't fear making mistakes because they present opportunities to grow and learn something new. Acknowledge that it's time of progress and don't waste your energy fighting this move. The seed of life behind the chameleon represents the unity of all aspects of life. This change will bring cumulative fulfillment. Be ready to embrace the unknown and enjoy the adventure ahead of you. Use this card when you're ready to step out of your comfort zone, when you are in a new environment and you need to adapt smoothly. In a situation where you feel the fear of change rising, envision the chameleon changing its color. Assign different colors to the various energy or emotions you want to channel, and with time, remembering those colors will help you embrace that particular energy. Your I am statement is I am adaptable. All right, Leos, that's it for you. We're going to get into Cancers now. Hi, Cancers. My lovely crabs, my wonderful little water signs. How are you doing? How are things going? So you're getting squared energy from these eclipses and from these north and south nodes, which means there's a lot of tension going on for my Cancers and my Capricorns around this idea of maybe feeling a little pulled away from your natural tendencies towards being a little bit more independent, a little bit more focused on your needs, a little less like grounded or in the depths of your emotions, wanting to maybe be a little bit more social, and really taking a look at what does that look like for you. So let's see what we have in the cards for our lovely, lovely Cancers. Okay. All right. So your main card, you got the star card as well. Love that. Okay. So you are also working on hopes and dreams. Yours is looking a little different though. Yours is about, okay, some things being out of balance. Okay, but end of stress, end of strain, no longer having a bunch of anxieties. Okay, wow. All right, and not feeling shut out anymore. Here's your outcome. This is wild. Okay, and finding strength. We love that. Okay, Cancers. This is a great one for you. All right, star card is all about hopes and dreams. All about finding your role, finding your ability to be able to hope for the future, finding that North Star, knowing what guides you, your values, the things that are most important to you, whatever that looks like for you, but it's for you. Is individuation, not individualism. There's a very vast difference because it's figuring out what your talents are, what your dreams are, what your hope is, what your talents are, becoming an expert in that or doing whatever it is that works the best for you. And then bringing that skill set, that talent, that hope, those dreams back to the community, helping everyone else be able to move forward and assisting and acting of service in some way. And so it's really like that magic of that energy used through this energy of the North Star. I would also like to point out this is an 8-point star. So that is, which is neat, because we have the 8-point star on here. We have the strength card here, which is the 8 in this deck, and that the energy is 17, so that adds up to 8. So there's a lot of 8 energy here. 8 is about power, is about influence, is about impact, and is about how we empower ourselves through our ability to be able to know who we are and then be able to be ourselves in community. Bring that back to community. Go through this individuation healing process in order to then be the sun, to get our kind of relationship with our ego back together, because we go through sometimes this process of ego alienation, where our ego inflation is the starting point, where it's like, oh my gosh, I really got this. I'm really doing great. Everything's amazing. And then there's some form of reality that comes back and kind of is like, oh my gosh, okay, maybe not so much. Maybe you don't get into the school. Maybe you don't get the job. Maybe you don't get the text message back. Maybe your kids are like, I really don't even want to do this anymore, mom or dad. And, now you're shifting around your whole idea of what it is that your life will look like. But it is in knowing that as you go through this maybe ego alienation moment, that this is an opportunity for you to find an alternative response, to get creative and find another way and a means of achieving your desires, but maybe shifting them around. There's always a third option. And so in this case, you're having this star moment, this kind of coming back to self, and we have this energy of the 6 of Pentacles. So if you've been overgiving, like I said, it's that Leo, it's that Aries, Libra access going on right now, and it's really pulling at my Cancers and my Capricorns. And so we have this Six of Pentacles, where you may have been investing a lot of time and effort and energy into someone else and feeling like you're not getting that in return, or feeling like you have your hand out and you're needing help, you're needing assistance, and no one's responding. As you have the Five of Pentacles right behind that, that very much so could be the case of you asking for help, asking for assistance, asking for support, and feeling like you just weren't receiving it, or you were receiving it, but it came with strings attached. Okay. That relationship is going to get itself together. It's going to be rebalanced. We then have the Nine of Swords, which is about anxiety, fears, stress, sleepless nights, things of that nature. You're in your head so much. You have so much pent up energy inside of you that's not being expressed, that it's coming out at night because it has nowhere else to go. That energy is being corrected. So you're not only balancing out maybe some partnerships that have not been equal or fair, you're balancing out your mental health. So it's not keeping you up at night anymore thinking about this over and over. You're finding more support in your community. Part of that is showing up authentically and actually going after the things that you desire, instead of compromising or instead of putting other people's needs before your own, and understanding that like maybe the people who are helping you also have things that they would like to do, and they may not always be available to help you. So you need to be self-sufficient in many ways. So it's kind of taking back that power, that ownership of, I can do these things for myself, but I do need help. I do need community. And so we have to find a way to get these things into balance. As you balance out those relationships in your life, whether they are at work, you do have Pentacles, so these may be work relationships. So it may be supervisors who are not being very clear with you, or things of that nature. There's a just nice balancing that's going to be going through with that. And through that, we get at the outcome, we get the Strength card. We go from the 17 to the 8. Strength card in this deck, justice and other paths. Justice would actually be the one that I would most refer to as the 8 card, in the sense of what you put in is what you get out, cause and effect. So what you put into this situation, if you are understanding that like there are things I need to be doing for myself in order to make my dreams come true, in order to find my path. It's my path. I have to find it. And so taking some of that ownership back, but then also understanding that you are not existing in isolation. So you do need to have people around you and support in your system. And so being able to advocate and ask for yourself, hey, I do need this support here. Shifts your energy around so that you can have justice, cause and effect. What you're putting in is honesty, and it is being upfront, and it is being true to who you are. And in turn, you understand that you deserve that from others. And so if they're not acting in accordance, you're better able to navigate how you need to maybe move out of that situation. From the Strength perspective, it's better being in touch with your instincts, and allowing yourself to trust that you know the path forward, that what you're doing, and the bravery and the courage of following through and going after this star is an act that is a example of how strong you are as a person and as an individual. So it's a beautiful reading, Cancers, and I'm very excited. I hope that you are really like having a great time on this path, and I wish you the best with it. Your card is literally a crab. It is Let It Go. That is amazing. So Cancers, you literally got your crab. Let's see what we get. Okay, let go. Okay. Just like running water, everything keeps constantly changing. You've been holding on to a burden that's been slowing you down. Sometimes we know what that is. Other times we need to examine our needs and behavior. Often holding on comes from a need to control our life and surroundings. It gives us comfort that we can direct the circumstances and avoid a painful path. But if we let go of the illusion of control, we can find peace and enjoy the ride. Being vulnerable offers an opportunity for connection and closure. The little crab has to learn to let things go. The flower in front of him is a delicate gift from nature to bring joy. Use this card when you need to let go. The burden is too heavy and your tiny claws are clutching with tremendous effort. Take a breath. On inhale, form fists with your hands and hold them as tight as you can. On exhale, open your hands, release the negative energy, and feel the powerful release. Your affirmation is, I release this energy. Yeah, all of this right here, the stress, the overthinking, the sleepless nights, the asking for things and not getting it, that's got to go. It's over. That time, that space. Find your North Star, find your purpose, find your path, stick to it, clear out the folks that are not supporting you in that area or just can't, and allow yourself to be strong and come out on the other side. All right, that's it for my lovely Cancers. Let's move on to Scorpios. Hi, Scorpios. How's it going? What you up to? How have things been? I think you had a pretty rough spring reading, so I don't know how things have been going for you, honestly. I hope they've been pretty okay. I feel like the discourse around Scorpios has been pretty quiet, but you'll also be feeling some of these impacts, some of these changes as the sun moves through your planetary ruler's sister sign, in that all this Aries energy is very active with the Mars energy. And so as you on the other end of the life giver being the life ender, you do feel the impact of Aries issues and moments and experiences and things, just not as strongly as the oppositional sign, Libra. So let's see what the main energy is. Okay, we're learning about trust for our Scorpios. That is what your eclipse energy is giving. And then we've got one card. Ooh, okay, we may be moving. We love that for you. Okay, so we're learning about trust with ourselves, trust with others. You may not have been feeling very happy. You may not have been finding a lot of joy and happiness and ease where you have been. You may have decided it's time for you to move forward and to move on, time for you to not be in this space anymore. Whether that is a literal move, whether that is buying a new car so you have easier transportation, easier way of getting around, which may bring off some of this stress and allow you to go out more, do more things. And then we have this Seven of Swords, which is about being clever. It's about addressing things in a smart way, but it also could be some individuals who maybe haven't been very truthful with you. They haven't been very upfront with you. I think people are struggling really hard right now with being very authentic because there's so many options in so many different ways. Yeah, it seems like you're going into hermit mode or other people are going into hermit mode. You're just not here for it. You're not here for the foolishness. You're not here for none of the games people are playing right now as they try to navigate this kind of harsh energy. I'm going to go ahead and take both of these. Yeah, so there's not a lot of spark of like, okay, let me run off and just be very hype about things. It is very much a slower energy. It does give very much Scorpio energy because this is like in response to people not being upfront with you, or you maybe losing your trust in some other folks and really feeling like you want to spend some time to yourself. It's very much giving like, I'm just going to go within and focus on what my goals are. I'm going to focus on finding my grounding, finding my serenity, finding my peace, going really deep within. There's not a lot of like, well, let me go out and be very social. Let me go out and be really active. Like it would be doing your hobbies and the things that you love that actually bring you joy, but it wouldn't necessarily be this fire of just like, I need to go out and I need to go and like explore. That energy is kind of like, not so much, but I want to find peace and grounding. I want to be in touch with my senses. I want to feel like that's the energy of this eclipse, is really pulling you inwards and pushing you to be in spaces where you find comfort, where you find ease, where you find joy. So yes, this very much could be that like you get a new car that like, and it's a nicer car. It's a car that's new to you. And therefore you feel a lot more comfortable. You feel a lot more like at ease as you travel and things of that nature. It could be you literally moving. And so you're in a space where you maybe just the energy feels better. Look into your astrocartography and see where it is that maybe like throughout the world might have some better energy that's more in alignment with you. It is definitely taking a little break, perhaps a little social break, which I feel like Scorpios have been a bit quiet. We haven't really heard from you all very much. And part of that could be that you're just like, I just don't like this energy. This energy is kind of whack. And so therefore, I'm just not going to be heavily involved with it. And like I said, I think a lot of people are struggling with the authenticity piece of things. I think in one sense, social media has kind of highlighted the ability to be able to mask and to put on personas. And then when people take those personas off, like it can be difficult sometimes to really see, like, is this who they truly are, or is this still the performance, and how heavily has their true personality been impacted by this need to perform, by this need to like amend ourselves to be socially acceptable? Because we get into a lot of people who are like, well, be your authentic self and do this and do that, and it's like the telltale of the, okay, like something becomes normalized and then like people will become outliers again by doing something different and then like differentiating themselves. But then like after so many other people start doing the same thing, like that thing that was different is now the norm. If you look at it in the sense of like nerd culture, or even like, you know, anime or things like that, which may have felt much more like an outlier group, maybe in the 80s and 90s and even maybe early 2000s, has become much more normalized. And so now you may not feel like so much of an outlier. You're looking around and these things that seem to be so obscure, like difficult to find, are now like readily available to you. And so that's like the shift of time and things like that. And so finding this space where you're like, I just don't feel like everyone's being honest with me, or I'm not sure if I'm being even honest with myself, I need to go within, honor that, trust that, because there's great comfort and stability and joy in being able to like take care of yourself and be very grounded and be very successful, that will come from pulling back and trusting that inner voice that tells you to not just jump into any new thing, to take your time and to be discerning. Okay, let's pull your oracle card. Okay. Concealment. Oh, okay. It's a mask. Let's see what we get. Okay. Concealment. All right. You've taught yourself how to be strong, how to be a go-getter, and how to protect yourself. You've conquered obstacles because you know where you stand, and hiding behind a mask can feel safe. When you conceal your true identity and don't let people fully know you, they can't hurt you. You glamorously painted faces look very appealing and provide a sense of shelter. However, if you keep avoiding connecting on a deeper level, it can leave you feeling vulnerable and alone. Commit to making choices that are better for your unique essence and purpose. Use this card when you want to unmask a certain aspect of your life. If you need to reveal your true big feelings, or when you need to dig beneath the surface of a situation that has left you unsure of yourself. Imagine carrying the mask for a little while and then envision yourself removing it. At first, this may be frightening and might make you feel exposed and vulnerable, but you will learn to stay stronger and forthright with practice. Try writing down on a piece of paper something positive that people don't know about you. I am true to myself. Well, there you have it. All right, Scorpios, there you go. Take this time. Take this time. It's okay. You're going to be all right. And as you find yourself in more alignment with who you really are and feeling comfortable expressing that, and holding other people to that same standard, you'll find happier situations, happier moments. The pendulum always swings back and things will balance out. All right, so let's get to our Virgos. Hi, Virgo. How are you doing? How are things going? Let's get into your eclipse reading for our lovely Virgos, and let's see what they have going on, what they have coming up. Okay, let's take a look. Well, you got your main card. So let me pull it. Ooh, the world. I'm telling you, Virgos. Virgos, though, I'm telling y'all have had the most interesting readings, because y'all, last year, it's kind of like the same vibe. And then things got a little wonky. It was very strange. We have the world. Okay. We have the Two of Wands. I like that. I like that a little better than that 8 energy. And then we have the Two of Swords. Oh, yeah, you're at a precipice. You're at a decision point in time. All right, so the world, we can read the world 2 different ways. You're at the end of a journey. You're at the beginning of a new one. You've achieved some great goals, you really made some wonderful progress, you're finding a lot of joy and happiness, or you might be feeling stuck. With this being the Eight of Swords here, I think it's a little bit maybe a mix of both, maybe feeling a little stuck in your head of maybe what the next steps are, although you're very happy maybe where you are right now or with the things that you've been able to accomplish. It's kind of one of those like, oh, if I've reached this end point, oh, that means it's time to start a new journey. It's time to start on something new. But it's an energy of enjoying the moment, enjoying the things that have come to pass, but also like, okay, now I'm starting to overthink. Now I'm starting to get stuck in my head. There's a little bit of, I've achieved the world. I always love this. I've achieved the world and the world's in my hand, but it feels small. You're getting a little bored. You're feeling like you want some expansion. You want to explore. You want to have some fun. You want to do something different. And you're at this point where now you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make, and let's see about that, what these twos are about. Clarifiers for our twos. Ooh, they don't want to clarify the twos. Okay, clarifiers for the twos. 7. Yep. It's just about what your next choice is, what your next point is, your next goal, your next dream, your next whatever. We have dreams, fantasies, all of that. And when we have a lot of options available to us, it can feel overwhelming, especially when we don't know what's actually going to come from choosing a new cup. And so you do have a choice to make about what your next adventure is, what your next cup is, that you decide to choose. Let's get your outcome. 4 of Pentacles. Moving forward, you do have nice stability, nice financial stability, nice security. You won't be making any choices that are very much outside of your scope. It'll be something that still feels safe, but it's a little bit more exciting than where you may currently be at. So allow yourself a little time to enjoy the moment, lean into it. You're doing quite well. Get out of your head, get out and do some fun stuff. Don't go too wild, and then make a choice about what cup you want to pick. You will be fine. It'll be great. Good fortune. I'm telling you, good energy, Virgos. You're fine. Good fortune. All right. In ancient Egypt, there we go. Okay. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was a symbol of good fortune, rebirth, and protection from jealousy. This card indicates prosperity and long-term success. It could also mean a miracle or a blessing. This, however, is not a passive fortune. Now is the time to formulate new ideas about the path you want to follow. Decide. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Decide what you're interested in and take action because luck is on your side. This card can ease the hard work that needs to be done to get to the finish line, but it's up to you to see yourself through. Sorry about that. You will resurrect your power when you encounter obstacles on your way, but you need to stay focused on your goals. Don't forget to celebrate your success. Enjoy the moment, but also let's get started on these next things. The good fortune card can be used in numerous ways, all tied in with long-lasting good fortune. Use this card when you want to find your calling or when you want to increase the long-term beneficial effect in a relationship, business venture, or situation. Envision the scarab beetle digging around and gathering good luck. And your affirmation is, I attract good fortune. I love that for you, Virgos. What's your next step? Where are you going next? What you doing next? Have some fun with it. All right. And last but never least, Pisces. Hello, my Pisces. How are you? Let's see what this full moon in Libra eclipse, penumbral, I think is how you say it, lunar eclipse. So it won't really be like a big red moon. It'll just be maybe more like a shadow crossing over the moon. It could be barely noticeable unless you're actually looking for it, depending upon where you are in the world. So let's see how this eclipse energy will be impacting our Pisces. Okay. Let's get your main card, Pisces. Ooh, 3 of Wands. All right, so you may be going on some adventures. You're turning your back on some of the past. You're making the choice about how you want to expand. You may be starting on some new creative endeavors. It's you in this cup. It's you in this fish in this cup. You're like, all right, come on, buddy. This emotional depths, this new things to learn. There's some happiness here, though. There's some joy here in going on these new adventures and trying out these new creative feats. The Lovers in reverse. All right, so there may be some connections that come to an end. There may be some compromises that you're making. You may be conforming a bit to what others' expectations are of you. Let's get a clarifier for this Lovers. Ooh, we get 2 cards. Interesting. In trying to maintain your security and trying to maintain like your stability in life, you may be making some compromises. And part of that is needing to let go of some things in the past. And part of that is you may be avoiding processing some emotions and some things that are not working out. Perhaps this partnership is not working out and you are not looking at that clearly. You are looking more at what the economic or lifestyle stability that this partnership or choosing to follow this path in your life, conforming to others' expectations of you, has brought you economic stability or fulfillment or things of like that nature. And instead of processing the feelings that are coming from that, you are like, well, I'll just go and have a new adventure and go out and have some fun and I'll pick up a new creative feat. So I would advise my lovely Pisces that if there is something that's just really not in alignment with you, it is time for you to go ahead and review that. Get clear on that. Don't avoid it. Don't just try to have a good time and, be in a good space and say, well, I'll just pick up something new. I'll just go somewhere new. I'll just do something new. Running away will never solve a situation. Although you do have here that this path of following this joy, finding your bliss, finding some happiness, focusing on that, perhaps a partnership coming to an end that brought you economic stability and that you were avoiding those emotions will put you into a better space mentally. But if you are not ending these types of partnerships, if you are making these compromises and things like that, although you may mentally feel better in the long run, it may not last very long because at some point this 5 of Cups will need to be turned around and you will need to process these emotions. You will need to process these feelings. Perhaps it is not right now, but it will happen in the future. And it is best to face things head on. In this one, we see that you are not facing things head on. You have turned your back. You are looking out on the horizons. You are trying to look forward. You are trying to move forward, but to move forward truly, in both of these cases, you have turned your back on these situations. You are looking forward. To move forward, you must make sure that you have addressed the things that have the cups that have spilled in the past. Okay. So just make sure that you're not avoiding situations in order to try to move forward in life, because what will end up happening is that because you were so focused on just being able to get to the other side, just being able to get out of the situation, that you will actually look around, you'll look up at some point and you'll look around and you'll realize you're right back where you started. So process and allow yourself to actually move forward. All right, so that's for my Pisces. Let's see what we get for your Oracle card for Pisces. Pisces Oracle. You also get change. Change, transition, things are shifting around, things are changing. So Pisces, you also get change. If I can get the page. Okay, there we go. New experiences will bring excitement to your life. You will be taking a risk or unknown step forward, but listen to your intuition and follow the process of change. The chameleon feels no need to rush. The best opportunities lies ahead waiting for you. Don't fear making mistakes because they present opportunities to grow and learn something new. Acknowledge that it's a time of progress and don't waste your energy fighting this move. The seed of life behind the chameleon represents the unity of all aspects of life. This change will bring cumulative fulfillment. Be ready to embrace the unknown and enjoy the adventure ahead of you. Use this card when you are ready to step out of your comfort zone, when you are in a new environment and you need to adapt smoothly. In a situation where you feel the fear of change rising, envision the chameleon changing its color. Assign different colors to the various energy or emotions you want to channel, and with time, remembering those colors will help you embrace a particular energy. And your affirmation is, I am adaptable. Things are changing. You are moving forward, like I said. you will be moving forward. You will be getting into a better space. You'll be having more adventures. You'll be having more fun and excitement and creativity. But this Lovers card in reverse is making me say, oh my, okay. Okay, but make sure you're building healthy habits, you're building healthy connections, you're building healthy relationships, because this Lovers card in reverse is definitely giving us energy of heading straight into the next card up from the Lovers, which is the Devil, which is forming unhealthy attachments, dealing with your things and issues and change in unhealthy manners, and doing so in a way where you're not addressing and processing your feelings. So process your feelings, process your thoughts, allow this change to happen. All right, everybody, that's it. That's it for my Pisces. That's it for all the signs. Happy full moon in Libra. Happy lunar eclipse. And I will see y'all for a new video next week. Have a great one, y'all. Love you. Bye-bye.